All right, I think we're live. It didn't make a ding, but usually it does. So hopefully we're live and you can see us. Tonight is the What is Coaching webinar with myself, Lindsey, and Erika. I'm just going to give it a few minutes to make sure that people can log on and get going here. So just hang out with us for a moment, and we'll be starting in just a moment. Okay, just a few more seconds. I just want to make sure that everyone who is joining gets a chance to get on before we begin. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm Lindsey, and we also have Erika on with us tonight. And our goal really is to just get you the information that you need to make the decision and determine whether or not coaching is right for you. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I have a little presentation. So Erika, when you see, I'm going to share my screen here. When you see everything pop up, can you just give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can see my screen?
Yep, I see it.
All right. So I'm just make this nice and big for you guys. Can you see that, Erika?
Yes.
All right. So what is this coaching thing, right? Like I said, we're here tonight, Erika and myself, to just go over briefly what coaching is, what it isn't, and give you all the details in between to make your best decision. This is a snapshot. I'm on the left, Erika's on the right, and we have Emily and Alyssa in the middle. And these are just a few of the coaches on our team, which is Team Wellness Warriors. And I share this picture because we are all just so excited to share this opportunity with you all and share why we love coaching so much. All right. So Erika and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about ourselves before really diving in here, so that you have a picture of who we are. So I'll begin. My name's Lindsey, and I'm with my family on the left. That is my husband, Brian, and my two boys, Warren, who is 4, and Elliot, who just turned 1 year old. I can't believe it. And we live in Texas with our dog, Fletcher, and our cat, Rupert. And we moved here not quite 2 years ago from Wisconsin. And just to give you a little background about myself, I used to be a teacher. I taught 1st and 2nd grade, and when we found out that we were pregnant with Warren, I knew that I really wanted to stay home, and we weren't really quite sure how we were going to make that happen. You know, Brian's career didn't make a whole lot of the time, and mine definitely didn't, and we struggled for a little while, actually. Before I found Beachbody, there was about a year in between where I really struggled with my weight. I had gained 62 pounds while I was pregnant with Warren and had a really hard time losing it. As far as fitness and nutrition goes, I knew very little about it. So I didn't really know where to begin or where to find help. All I knew is I didn't have a lot of money to spend on it. I was perusing through Facebook one day, and I saw a friend sharing her fitness journey. She was talking about the fitness program that she was using, and she was drinking Shakeology every day, and she was really working hard to fit into that wedding dress of hers. And I knew I wanted to be a part of that. I saw that she could work out from home. I saw that she could eat well and have a plan, and I wanted that. So I didn't waste much time, and I joined as a coach with a program called Insanity. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's basically like one of the hardest programs I've ever done, and it totally kicked my butt into shape. And I drank Shakeology every day, and I was helping others do the same thing. And little by little, I was able to help our family out. I didn't have to take in kids anymore. I was taking a few children in every day, during the week, which was totally stressing me out. It didn't make a lot of money. I felt like I was trapped between the four walls of my house, never able to leave. And I really didn't have a lot of me time. I didn't have time to spend with my son or really as a family because I was always caring for other people's kids. So Beachbody was really a perfect answer for me, not just financially, but also physically. And fast forward to now, you know, I'm loving what I do. I have 2 kids. I'm still able to stay home with them. I earn a full-time income. And really, this has just been the best opportunity for me. And I can't wait to share a little bit more with you, but I'll pass it over to Erika and she can share a little bit about herself and how she came to find Beachbody, and we'll go from there.
Hi everyone, I'm Erika. I am a kindergarten teacher, K4, so 4-year-olds all day. And I also just got my license to be a personal trainer. So I'm also doing that on the side and teaching some fun boot camp classes. About 3 years ago, I was teaching at a school where I really struggled with just going to school. I hated it. I had a stomachache every day. And I realized that a lot of it was because I just did not have control over situations in my classroom. It was just other things happening in my life. Personally, I didn't have a lot of control. And I realized I am somewhat of a control freak, even though I hate to admit it. So I realized that one thing I could control was was working out. And I really started to get into fitness and wanted to lose weight. I'd always been bigger, and I called myself curvy, but now looking back, I realized I was a lot bigger than I even thought I was in my head. So anyways, I had started working out and it became like a therapy for me. And I was going to the gym, but the weight just wasn't dropping and I just couldn't figure out what was going on. I was working out like an hour a day and coincidentally thought since I was working out so much, I could, you know, eat whatever I wanted to. And that's where the disconnect was. So around this time, Lindsey, who was a dear friend of mine, and we've known each other since we were 7, she had called me up and was telling me about how she was drinking Shakeology and she loved it. And we both have a major sweet tooth. And she was like, you'll really like it. Just give it a try. So I thought, all right, I'm going to try it and see what it does for me. And I'm also will be able to help out Lindsey. So I ordered it and she knows me well because I instantly fell in love with it and felt like I was eating dessert. Like I almost felt guilty eating it. Like there's no way this could be that good for my body. But once I started drinking it every day and was in a challenge group with Lindsey, that's when it seemed like everything clicked with my weight loss and my health, and the pounds started dropping. I started feeling so much better, and it really was that like missing piece to me getting healthy, losing weight, and having that control again, because that way I had control over my fitness and control over what I was eating, and I wasn't just binge eating at night, which was what was happening before. So anyways, I literally, and it sounds cliche, but I like fell in love with the process of like losing weight. I just felt good every day. It was a new challenge. I loved talking about it. And I know Lindsey and I would call each other and we'd talk about what we ate. And it was just like such a good, it just made me really happy. Also being in the challenge groups and having that like group of women who's on the same journey and sharing that with each other. So I was drinking Shakeology and working out, doing the fitness programs for probably a good 6 months. And then Lindsey was like, why don't you become a coach, at least be a discount coach because you're drinking it every day. Why not get the discount? So I started off as a discount coach, and that probably was just lasted about a year. And that's when finally I was like, all right, I'm going to take the plunge and really work the business more. And the light bulb had gone off for me with that, because so many people were asking me about, like, what are you doing? How, you know, how are you losing weight? What's going on? You look so healthy. And so I was sharing stuff anyways, and I thought, why not put it out there on Facebook and start my little group page, and, that way I can really help others, and, it can help me out a little bit too. So it was definitely out of my comfort zone, and it still is strange for me to be posting pictures of myself, because I never thought I'd be like that. But it's a separate, it's not your personal page. It's, I think of it as my business page, and now it's so worth it when you see how it affects other people. And when I get messages from strangers who I've never met before, and they're saying, wow, you motivate me and you inspire me, like, how can I do this? How can you help me? That is so worth putting up your sweaty picture, or, the food you ate, because just helping other people and seeing how far that goes is just the best feeling in the world. So that being said, part of that is forming those relationships with people is such a huge part of Beachbody. And it really is, I feel like it's that support and motivation you get that, like, takes it past just the fitness and nutrition. It really is about forming relationships with people. And we formed really great relationships in our coaching team, which we're called the Wellness Warriors, which is a great name for us. There's coaches in our team that I've never even met, but I feel like I know them because we have this great community and this great bond between each other. We thrive off of our team culture, and we're all individuals, but we come together, and everyone, everyone's can share, their individuality, and that's what makes us so special. So we push positive energy and empowerment as women, and to love the skin we're in, and empower ourselves to be in control of our life and know that we're worth it. We're all about friendships and providing encouragement. We have a big team. It's getting bigger all the time. It's so great seeing all these new faces on our team, and there's so much positivity. And it's also helps, I feel like it helps me hold myself accountable. I know a lot of the other coaches feel that way too. Like, you're working together, you don't want to let anybody down, and you don't want to let yourself down. So it's that accountability factor. It also, being part of Team Wellness Warriors provides that financial freedom. Everyone's sort of at different levels, and it kind of depends on how much you put into it. But I know now that I've been part of Wellness Warriors, I've, been able to pay off my credit card. I've been able to go do a lot more traveling, and that would not have happened before becoming a Beachbody coach and being part of the Wellness Warriors team. So it's a great perk.
Yeah, I actually get to see Erika on Friday. She's traveling down here to Texas. So speaking of travel, super excited. Yeah, so I know a lot of questions that we get, are, well, what is a coach, right? I mean, what would you be doing if you decided to take this leap with us? So a coach is definitely someone who's going to be a leader, someone who's going to look to motivate others. And this isn't on here, but really to have a heart and to have a passion to help other people. I can say that about every individual on our team, is that everyone just is really striving to hold themselves accountable to their own goals, but also they're there with that heart and with that fire inside of it to help other people do the same. So those are people that we're looking for. That's what a coach is. They're going to have that desire to help others achieve their personal fitness goals, personal financial goals even. When you start mentoring other coaches, that's exactly what you're doing. You're helping them physically and financially. A coach is someone that's going to listen and ask questions. Often we'll say, like, be interested in the person, not interesting. So definitely it's always about the person you're talking to. How can you help them? And, coaches really, I know so many people get hung up on different things like, oh, I'm not at my goal weight. I'm not a fitness expert. I'm not a nutrition expert. that's not what we're asking for. You know, a coach is really just a regular person who cares about helping other people, who wants to share their story of success and really, you know, transform someone else's life. So, you know, we're moms, we're dads, we're grandparents, people are working full time. We have military families, stay-at-home parents, teachers, we have nurse practitioners, we have people in the financial industry, you know, you name it. There's people out there and they're coaches just because they care, they have a heart, they have a passion to help others. So something a coach doesn't have to be is a fitness expert, like I said, or a personal trainer. I mean, if you are, that's great, right? You already have, you know, that passion with you, but some people are just starting out on their fitness journey, but those people can often be the most inspiring because a lot of times if you look at someone who is in the middle of their journey, you know, it seems so unattainable, but someone who's just starting out, you can follow along with them. You can encourage each other, and being a coach is like the ultimate accountability tool. So you don't need to be at your ultimate fitness and nutrition goals. You do not need to be an experienced salesperson. You know, I will tell you 100 times over, please do not be salesy. That's so, no one likes to be sold to, right? And we all have our favorite shampoos or our favorite nail polish or our favorite, I don't know, car. Like if someone were saying, you know, you pull up in your car and like, how do you like that car? You know, I've been thinking about getting one, and you could recommend the car or not. You know, those are things that you would do as a coach. You're just sharing what you love. So please don't feel like you have to be a salesperson. That's definitely not what we're asking you to be, nor do I want you to feel like that's what you're doing. And then no education background is required. As a coach on our team, we're definitely going to help you with the training, and we're going to mentor you every step of the way. We're going to go into that in a little bit. Erika's going to talk a little bit more about the common fears that people have as coaching. Maybe you've thought about these fears yourself before.
Okay, so some, as Lindsay had mentioned before, one, and this was my big fear too, was that I have no background in sales. I'm not a salesperson. I, you know, barely talk about like my favorite shampoo. But you do not, as she said, you do not have to be a salesperson. We're just people on our own health and fitness journey, and we're inviting others to join us. I think of it more as you're just helping others. If you have something that works, why not share it with everyone else? I know as a teacher, you know, if I come up with a really cool lesson, I'm not going to keep it to myself. I'm going to share it with my team and help the, you know, help those teachers, help the kids learn. It's like a trickle-down effect. It's the same with Beachbody. If you're getting yourself healthy and having yourself feel better, why not help somebody else too who may, you know, be reaching out to you? You will never learn sales training on our team. So you're not going to have to like spend a Saturday watching a webinar about how to be a salesperson. That's not what we do. You will learn how to have conversations with people and build relationships, and how to invite them to live a healthier lifestyle with you. I know since becoming a coach, I've actually gotten a lot better, well, a lot more confident with how I have conversations with others, and really have been able to put myself out there more to help others, because it's not about me. I think people get caught up in that, like, oh, what are people going to think of me if I'm talking about stuff? No, you're putting it on them, and you're reaching out to them to help someone else. It's not about you. It's about helping somebody else. So you'll just be sharing your journey and success stories. And I know sometimes I would think like, oh, I'm bragging, but if you spin it the right way, it's not you bragging. You're just showing your story, and it's inviting people to come along with you. So this opportunity is all about you being you and inspiring others. And I know everyone who's probably listening has that in them to inspire others. The other fear some people may have, and this was another one of mine, is that there's not enough time. I saw Lindsay posting and I was like, how does she have enough time to do this? She must be on her computer all day. And that's totally not true. You do not need a lot of time to do this business. we are committed as a team and as a family to teaching you how to do this business well and how to get the most out of your time. So it's about focused time, not spending a lot of time on it. Many of us are, we're busy moms. We have full-time jobs outside of the home. You're taking kids to soccer, your and you may be volunteering. So we know that everyone has, or not a lot of precious time. And you can run this business in like an hour a day, not even an hour if you work hard. And we give you all the tools and trainings you need. So it's one of those things, it's just like fitness and weight loss. If it's important to you, you'll find the time for it. And that's what happens when you're a coach. It will become important to you because you'll realize how much your work is affecting others. And then you'll make it important and make the time for it. Another fear some may have is that, I won't have enough people following me on Facebook. Or I know when I first started, I had my page and I had like 51 little followers and I just felt like a loser. But it will come. It's not going to happen overnight, and that's normal. But it will come, and we'll show you how to work your business on social media. And every day I learn more about how social media works. And a lot of us are on Facebook and Instagram anyways, so why not post something positive and help others? It's an incredible platform to help grow your business, and it's all done from the comfort of your home or wherever if you're on your phone, as long as it's not in your car. If there's a fear we didn't touch on, though, during this presentation, we can talk to you about it. You're feeling that way, and why it's probably not accurate, because we can squash any fears.
All right, thank you. Well, I know Erika was talking about, the power of social media and how, like you said at first, you're not going to probably have as many followers, but over time and with their help, we'll show you how to gain that following. And this is just a screenshot of my page and where I run my business. So as you can see, this is an old shot. I should update this. But in this week, I had, 562 followers that had liked my page. So in 1 week, I was able to gain that following, and we can definitely give you some tips and show you how to build that following outside the people you already know. And I know that, like Erika touched on some fears that people are worried, to share about themselves, and they feel really private. And I just want you to know that I definitely had those fears too, that putting myself out there wasn't easy. And you know what? It still isn't easy, but I realized that by doing so, I've helped so many people. And everyone that has joined my page has liked my page and done so because they've seen something on there that I've shared that has either motivated or inspired them. And on my sometimes you can't talk. But anyways, on my like page, I feel comfortable sharing who I am and what I'm doing, which is fitness and nutrition all day long. Because my followers really want to be there and they want to see my posts. And this is where I'm connecting with my clients, my friends, people who are not yet my clients, but who could be. So this is just, I hope this alleviates some fears that you might have about having to create sales posts or having to share vulnerable posts. I mean, these aren't things that you need to do or are easy to do. So just know that people choose to follow you and your posts, and they follow you. So make it about you. Share positive, inspiring, motivating messages. And in the end, people, if they don't want to be there, they don't have to. All they have to do is click on like. So it doesn't have to be a big worry of yours.
And I'm sorry, I'll add to that, just as you're inspiring others, it makes you feel so good when you post something and you put yourself out there and you're, show a bit of vulnerability. I know the first time I did like a before and after, like a transformation photo, I was so scared to do it, but like the response you get from it, it is just overwhelming, and it makes you want to push even harder. So it also benefits you like internally as well. I know it's kind of selfish to say, but it's just such a great feeling when that's when you realize like, wow, it really, it's a symbiotic like relationship between you and your followers. So they're helping you, push yourself as well.
Yeah, I completely agree. Thank you for mentioning that.
Yeah.
Did you want to touch base just quickly on the different programs and products that we have in case we have people on here that aren't familiar with them?
Yeah. So Beachbody just has wonderful products, and they're always coming out with new programs, which is something I really love. Like as soon as you're, might be getting tired of one program and your body's, kind of getting used to it, they'll like crank out another one, and everyone seems to be a little bit better than the last. And there's a great variety. So there's literally something to meet everybody's needs. If you're not into doing burpees and jumping, that's okay. There's PIO or, lots of, if you're into weight training, there's Hammer and Chisel and 21 Day Fix. And there's also my complete favorite of Beachbody is Shakeology. It's the core of the business, and it's the #1 nutritional shake on the shelf. I cannot say enough good things about it. I know many people who are watching know about it anyways and love it. It's not a protein shake or a weight loss shake. It is literally this wonderful super food-filled shake that will provide you with your daily vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics, and it has no artificial sweeteners. I've had so many clients get such great results once they started drinking Shakeology. In fact, just tonight, this new challenger I have who has to lose like a lot of weight, and she wants to do it for herself and for her family. She has been drinking Shakeology for 10 days. No, 8 days. She started on April 10th. It's the 18th. She's lost 11.8 pounds.
Wow.
And that's from doing 21 Day Fix and drinking Shakeology and following the program. I mean, I have like goosebumps talking about it because I'm so proud of her. And it just goes to show you how great the program and Shakeology is. So there is a program though for anyone. We have programs ranging from low impact like PIO, as I mentioned before, weightlifting, cardio to plyometrics. And with each program, you're provided with a nutrition plan, which I think is key, because if you're anything like me before and you think you can just work out and eat whatever you want, that is not the case. But they walk you through it, and it's always a plan that everyone can stick to. Being on Wellness Warriors, I know it's helped me really figure out like what will work for different clients who I have. So we have a program that will meet their needs and goals, and we work really hard to figure out what would be best for them. Definitely, I would say the best seller is the 21 Day Fix, and that's what this new challenge I have is using. It teaches people how to eat. I know when I first started with it, I realized like, oh, I am eating way too much of this and not enough protein. So it really opens your eyes to your nutrition, and it's really a game changer.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think we'll touch base just a little bit more on that and just before we end. So thank you. Okay. So I know this is a question that we always get. So how do we earn money, right? How much money can I make and all that jazz. So I'm putting myself out there, which isn't always easy, but I do it because I know it needs to be done. So financially, I never thought I could be part of something where my income grows so rapidly and supports my decision to stay home with my boys. So this progression right here is from February of last year and what I made in the month of February to February this year, 2016. And as you can see, my income more than doubled. I've never had a job where in a year's time, my income doubled in a month, and that's incredible. That to me, I mean, just again, reassures my decision. And to be able to be home and be doing this is just, it's something I've always wanted and never thought was possible. So I'm sharing this with you just to help motivate you and for you to see the potential in the business. And like Erika said, I mean, this definitely doesn't come back or, you know, come by sitting back and letting things happen to me. I've definitely worked my business just like I have my fitness. And what you put in is what you get out. But we want you to know that we're going to be here for you every step of the way. We can show you how to work your business in an hour or less each day to hit these goals, to do this, and you know, to put your fears aside and just say, I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to be consistent, and I'm going to work this business. And this is really on the low end, you guys. I mean, I know myself and my team have some really high goals. People in this business are making $10, $20, even $30,000 a month. So the potential is limitless. And I have other coaches on our team who are paying off their car loans. We just paid off our car loan 2 months ago, which was outstanding. Student loans. Their Beachbody income's helping them pay off their mortgage. They have extra money, like Erika said, to travel and to do things. And not to mention, I mean, Beachbody offers you different incentives to work the business too. I mean, I just came back in March from a trip that Beachbody paid. I was gone for 5 days. I was able to take my mom and my boys with me on a cruise to Jamaica and the Bahamas. And this was all paid for by Beachbody. We had an amazing, amazing time. And our room was incredible. We had a balcony suite, something I've never had before. And I mean, being a teacher, I would have never been part of something like this. And I'm able to do it now, and I'm able to share that with my family, which is huge for me. You know, beyond this, you know, you're going to be wondering like, well, how do you make this money? How does that come about? So briefly, as a coach, you're going to make 25% commission on any sales that you make. And you also get a 25% discount on any products that you would want to purchase. And beyond that retail commission, you also make team cycle bonuses. So as you reach different levels in your coaching business, your bonuses are going to increase. And that's some details that we're going to go into in the new coach training that you're going to receive should you decide to join our team. All right, Erika, would you briefly just go over who we're looking for?
Yes. So as I mentioned before, our team is filled with a wide variety of individuals. We have all different occupations, and we're all over the country too. So we're looking for people who are self-starters, coachable, driven, goal-oriented, enthusiastic, and willing to grow mentally, emotionally, and physically. I know it sounds like a lot, but I'm sure all of you have that within you anyways, otherwise you wouldn't be watching. Every day I am more and more grateful for this opportunity and for the chance to be my own boss. I know I have an outside job or a full-time job during the day, but this is really, I love being a teacher, but this is also just a passion for me, and it's awesome to be able to get paid to work out and meet amazing individuals and create some really great long-lasting friendships. We're a family of positive women and men who want to see you succeed. So if this is something you're into, we're looking for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I would say our friendships just really bring about all these positive attributes that you spoke about. All right, so there's Erika, and this isn't even like in the beginning of your journey. I mean, I'd say that you've been working out in this before and after picture for a while. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, the changes that you've made, like, I'm just so incredibly proud of you. And I mean, I can't say enough good things about Erika, you know, and I'm just so glad that she's on our team. I mean, she has made so many huge strides, you guys, and not just physically, but I'd say emotionally as well. And so, you know, I hope we find more people that we can gain these positive friendships with. And if you're wondering how to go and get started, you know, and you're ready and you're excited tonight and what you've learned so far. So there's 2 ways to get signed up quickly. One, you can get signed up with a challenge pack. And usually this is what most people do because it gets you started with a program and a bag of Shakeology right away. And you're going to get started right away, right? You're going to start working out, using the products, sharing your results from the program, and be living proof that our products do work. And you can share your experiences, which I mentioned earlier is going to help sell yourself and grow your business. So if you sign up with the challenge pack as a new coach, the $40 coaching fee will be waived. So all you're doing is paying for your own products that you're going to be using, which is amazing, right? You get to keep it, use them, and share with people what you're doing. The other way to get started is to pay the $40 coaching fee. There's nothing wrong with this option, but it doesn't really allow you to go forth and share your experiences. And then something I need to mention to you is that we do have a military discount. So Beachbody has started, as of last January, offering military families, veterans, and active duty service members a complete free sign up, and there's no monthly fee for them to be a Beachbody coach. So if that's you, I mean, I don't know what's holding you back. You have all the opportunities in front of you, and there's nothing you need to get started except to tell me yes. So if this is something that you want to do, if this is something that you're ready to get started, like I said, we have two options: a challenge pack, which is going to waive the $40 fee, and then the $40 sign-up fee if you want. So reach out to me or reach out to the coach, Erika, or someone else who's invited you to this webinar tonight so that we can get you started and enrolled in our new coach training, which Erika is going to talk briefly about.
Right. So when you do become a coach, do not worry, you will not be in this alone. We want to make it very clear to you that we want to see you succeed in all areas of coaching. So we'll be right along there with you. Just it's kind of like if you're in a challenge group to get fit and healthy, that's what this is like. We're like your challenge group to become a great coach. We'll immediately schedule a getting started right call where we'll discuss what your goals are with this business, how you're going to achieve them, and then come up with an action plan together and get you set up for success. So then shortly after signing up, you'll get your workout program and Shakeology if you ordered the challenge pack, and we'll get you plugged into an online challenge group. So as I mentioned before, it's like a challenge group you would do for health and fitness, but it's with a small exclusive group committed to getting healthy by utilizing a Beachbody program, and you'll be learning how to become a coach. So it's 21 days. Everyone in the group will be learning how to get basically the coach basics. In fact, that's what it's called. Everyone helps and motivates each other to achieve their health and fitness goals by sharing tips, accountability, and results. You also get tips for how to set up your Facebook page and reach out and invite people. We also have a team website that will provide you with more than what you need to succeed and what your coaches need to succeed, because hopefully as you become a coach, you'll invite others to join you. We take the guesswork out of it for you and supply you with everything you and your coaches will need to be successful. So we'll help you with your business page and get it open for business. You'll be provided with a printable coach planner, which is very helpful and will help keep you on track with getting your invites in for the day and makes things go a lot smoother, and you won't be wasting time using that.
Absolutely. Can I say something too?
Yes.
I'm not sure if we have anyone on the call tonight who has never done a challenge group. Just briefly, a challenge group, because I know you've heard Erika and I talk about it, is something that you would invite your clients to. It's a private group that we host online, either on Facebook or on the new Challenge Group Tracker app. And every day we check in with each other. Everyone's working out. Everyone's drinking Shakeology. And it's a group where us as coaches help motivate and encourage our clients to continue and, be their best selves. And everyone has slip-ups, of course. And it's really just a group of encouragement. And I want you to know that we'll help you set those groups up and train you how to run those as well.
No, oh, another great thing, I don't know if Lindsey, you wanted me to mention this, but being on the Wellness Warriors team, every Monday night we have a team call, which is really very motivating, and Lindsey does a great job of having wonderful topics for us, and we sort of switch off who's hosting it. So it's always very beneficial and gets that sort of like fire in your belly about reaching out to others and really building your business. So that's another great aspect of being on Team Wellness Warriors.
Yes, and even if you feel like you don't know anyone or you're miles apart, virtually we get to hang out every Monday night, like Erika said, and see each other, you know, on the screen. So it's a great way for us to connect and just build our relationships that way. Finally, team gear. So we're going to have a little Q&A after this, but I just wanted to tell you guys, thank you so much for listening in. Thank you for listening to our stories. Hopefully we're able to answer most of your questions. If not, you can type in the chat right now. We have some other coaches on the line that are going to help answer our calls. So if you have any questions that we didn't answer, please fire away. You know, it's usually a little delayed, so I'm going to keep chatting. So if you have questions, type away, and I'll get to them in just a moment. But I just wanted to let you know that should you decide to be a coach and you feel like this is right for you, if you sign up by tomorrow at 8 p.m., we're going to include a free, really awesome team tank top to help welcome you into our team and get you some free swag right away to get you off and running. And, you know, who doesn't like awesome workout gear? So again, reach out to the person who invited you to this team, to this webinar, and we'll get you started and help you every step of the way. So let's see, I'm gonna stop sharing right now and get back to my screen. Can you see me, Erika?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So like I said, if you have any questions and you're still viewing, Erika and I would love to answer the questions that you have. Sometimes I can't always see the chat option, but please, if you guys see it, type in that chat bar. Let us know what questions you have. You know, hopefully we're able to answer most of them, but if you have any lingering doubts, go ahead and fire away. I know Alyssa is one of our coaches. I had asked her to help man some questions, so I'm just going to see quickly if she's seen any come through and go from there. Okay, awesome. She says no questions. Okay, well, hopefully we did a really awesome job answering them for you. If you do have questions and you just really didn't want to answer them on the call tonight, again, reach out to the person who invited you. Maybe that was Erika or myself. We'd be happy to answer any other questions that you have. If you found this through, you know, YouTube or some other resource, you know, feel free to reach out to the person that you found it through. And thanks again so much for joining tonight. We hope you have a great night. Bye.
Bye.